Welcome to Slay the Princess, which most of you have probably watched other YouTubers play this because I know it was a little bit of a big thing. I didn't watch anyone because I knew I wanted to play this for the channel. So you're going to be seeing my fresh perspective on this game. And I just want to jump into it, not waste any more time. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. Are we the hero or are we the princess?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Ooh.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
The end of the world? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
But how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
This kind of feels like Stanley Parable, which I'm really kind of excited for. Have you considered that maybe only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Can't somebody else do it? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some kind of reward for doing this? I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her. And if she's as bad as she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had my chance to meet her face to face. Sweet, I've always wanted an awful monarch. Vive la revolution! What the fuck? Continue the cabin. Leave. Okay, let's explore a bit more. Have you considered that the only reason that
while I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Sounds a whole lot like a yap.
Because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
You know, I almost want to say this because I know that's probably going to end the game. Wait, it did say that there's no... Alright. For the first playthrough, I'll play it seriously. Can't somebody else do it? Forget I'm not doing this here. Have you considered that I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get a reward? This is the last question. Nah, alright. Okay. Yeah,
and I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But, a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
I love the art style.
Find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay. So the narrator wants us to kill her. The hero
interior
doesn't.
of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The
Why does
only
my finger
furniture
look
of
like a
note
claw?
is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I feel like the game's whispering to me. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous.
I have a knife now in my
It's
hand. I
almost as
just
if
realized.
she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Just checking in on you.
It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
What's your game?
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
Why is the
of
other one
basement.
not chained?
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Step, 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 step.
Focus on the task at hand.
Oh, I'm focused.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yeah, I'm gonna step, step, step. No. Haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. Why would you even think that? I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out.
Mm-mm.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
What? Okay. I don't want to drop it. Why is her other hand not chained? What happens if she lunges at it? Tighten your grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me?
If I'm
Because you
supposed to
should
be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening. As
Why
you
am I
steel
supposed to
your
be scared of
resolve.
you?
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
What the hell?
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Hold on, narrator. I'm trying to fix things in real life. What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she's not armed? I'm sorry. Can we just talk? I'm not dropping the blade.
You're so close. Don't give up. You've come this far.
Ugh, I don't like
No,
this.
This is a good idea. Maybe we can de-escalate things.
Oh, threatened, are we? You poor thing. Drop the
I'm
knife.
not dropping the
Of course we can
knife. No, I'm not dropping the blade.
talk. Then I'm not talking to you.
Fine. I can't squint at the princess while holding onto the blade.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back. The two of you are going to do this forever, aren't you?
Squint harder.
Squint even harder.
Squirter.
So does she. At least nobody's dying right now. You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
I'm already dedicated.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
What do you mean? Why am I a monster? What is this?
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
Why am I the monster?
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurt!
I don't think I'm the hero.
Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Flee and lock her in the basement, give up, finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
No.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh my god, okay!
You're here to slay her.
I'm so
If you
into
don't,
it!
It will be...
Wait, hasn't this happened already? Wait, okay, I'm sorry. Wait, hasn't this happened already? Already happened?
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only
Voice of
thing
the
that
stubborn.
matters is marching up to that cabin and winning. That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
I think the narrator, what? Let's assume I'm telling the truth. And all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
His voice is different, I feel like.
If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We did our best with the information we were given, and we did kill her. And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations, you've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds
No, there's a new guy.
consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Are you playing games with me, motherfucker?
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? Ugh, enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win. Nothing else matters. I couldn't agree more. The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits.
Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
We killed each other last time. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
I don't believe you. All she did last time around was beat me to death. How can someone like that end the world?
She just can. Believe me,
I
wish
don't
I could tell
believe
more.
you.
You'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that
This time I don't
despite
believe
it
it.
all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
I'm not! You can't just put words in my mouth,
This
motherfucker!
is maddening. Why do you keep asking questions? There's nothing wrong with getting the full picture of what's going on here. Sure there is. It's wasting time and energy.
Who is the
that would
stubborn?
be better spent fighting.
Is the stubborn a result of me doing the squint? Because I squinted and then I killed her. Is that the result of me doing that? Who locked her in the basement, and what is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate
What
things.
am I? I'm not people. I'm something besides people. Why is this falling on me? What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into
Yeah, you're
more
saying
detail
everything
just
I need to know.
overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. What else would we even need to know? We've got all the reason we need for a rematch.
Exactly.
Exactly. The less you know about her, the better.
If people locked her away, blah blah blah.
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
That is an option. I could turn around and leave, but no, I want to proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
What now, bruh?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight. Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear? Crystal, let's just get on with it already.
What the fuck? What is happening?
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold
This is
stone
different.
walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you
I may cut
towards your
that audio. I don't
destination.
know how that sounded, but
The
this
only
is different.
furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. See? Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Oh, there's a lot of stuff here. Also, I do want to say, support this game. I'm already loving it because I can tell that I won't do every playthrough. I'll just do my playthrough, and we'll see where I end up. I may do it in my own time, but I'm not going to do every ending for whatever the fuck. Everyone's playthrough will be different. Buy this game, support it. Blade is implement. You'll need it if you want to do this. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. This whole cabinet is different than last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Yes, I have.
So focus up. The world is depending on you.
I'm just very suspicious here.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Why are you lying to me?
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. You already wasted so much time in the woods. Who even cares if there's a mirror?
Why are you lying to me? I care about whether I'm being lied to.
As do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror.
There is a mirror.
Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
The narrator is a compulsive liar. Why?
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the...
Enter the basement. We'll take the blade.
The door to the basement creaks open.
This basement's very
revealing
different.
A rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening. Good. Sounds like my kind of princess. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight. As you descend the final step,
What the hell are you?
The form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
What are you? You're kind of
Looks
hot.
like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
I hope you heard all that, Mr. Narrator. There's a lot different than last time, but last time definitely happened.
Fine. Let's say for a moment I believe
I believe you, okay? You believe me.
For all
I don't believe anything you
whatever
say.
happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time.
Okay.
Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
You look different.
You look exactly the same.
So you do remember me.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
I don't want
See?
to.
She
I
wants
don't
to
want
fight
to.
us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking.
No. This is wrong. I'm actually here to free you. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first, like how we're both alive. I haven't decided what I'm doing. I don't know what happened to you since the last time we met, but I'm not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye. I'm actually here to free you. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight.
Free her? You aren't. I don't know why I'm even bothering, to be honest. You know the stakes of the situation.
Let's see if the narrator's telling the truth.
Who says I want to be free?
You don't want to be free? Are you serious? If you don't want to be free, then what do you want? Me, anyone. Why wouldn't you want to be free?
I want the two of us to fight to the death. I want to feel your knife split my flesh, and I want to hear your bones snap beneath my fists. Is that really too much to ask?
Yeah, especially that last part. Don't be such a coward. I'm just being cautious. If it comes to violence, we can find a way to deal with her that doesn't involve throwing our life away. I'd rather not die again, and I find it deeply disturbing that you seem to relish the thought of it. Because it doesn't matter if we die again. It'll just be another opportunity to have the fight of our life.
So it can end in an endless cycle of violence.
We don't know that for sure, and I'd rather not bet on it.
I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I haven't decided.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done.
What? That's not unpacking
Don't you get
anything!
it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
I don't want to.
Couldn't have said it better myself. I'm sorry, did I hear that right?
Yes, you heard
Did
it
you say
right!
You're going to try and free her?
Yup.
She doesn't even want to be free. Exactly. So beyond the apocalyptic moral implications of letting her out, how do we even think that's going to work?
Just try to let her.
We have a weapon, right? We could always just cut her out, yeah? While she's trying to kill you. Yeah, why not? And then what?
What the
I
hell?
think she'll just follow you out of here.
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
It's worth a shot, isn't it? No.
I'd say so.
It's not.
We're doing it.
Actually, no.
We're
You're
doing it.
not. I have a responsibility to the world.
What do you mean I'm not?
I'm not just going to let you throw yourself into a scenario where the literal best outcome is the end of everything.
What do you mean I'm not? You're a fucking voice in my head.
Until you come up with any other idea, your body remains standing rigidly in place. What do you think you're doing? You can't just order our body around like it's some sort of doll. Watch me. Your left arm lifts towards the ceiling and your hand twists into an obscene gesture. See? I can make you do whatever I want.
Then
So
what's
what?
the point?
You barely managed to lift our arm.
What are you doing? What is that? Why are you moving so weird?
The princess, taken aback, flashes her own rude gesture in return. Hey, you, decision maker. I want us to fight her as much as he wants us to kill her, but this is boorish. Just ignore him. If you want to try and free her, I don't think there's much he can do to actually stop you.
Thank you, voice of stubborn.
You know what? Fine. Blade in hand, you charge forward to try and free the princess from her bindings.
Finally. I have no idea what you were just doing, but I'm glad it's over.
Yes, free! Free the demon lady!
Slash
Free the
across
demon
her
lady!
wrist, her elbow comes crashing down on your skull. An unsettling crack echoes in your ears. It's a devastating blow. Your body crumples to the floor, limbs suddenly refusing to respond. This might be it.
That's it, huh? You've gotten really soft.
Everything goes dark.
Oh, the blade
you
has.
die.
What?
Really? In just one blow? Yes.
Oh, come on, that's hardly fair. We're not dead. You're just flipping the table over.
It is what it is. You're dead. Finished. Over.
I don't think I am.
All right, fine. This whole thing's a frustrating mess anyways. We're better off with a fresh start. I'll see you two next time.
What? I wanted a demon lady. All right.
You're on a path in the wood. If you weren't so damn focused on freeing her, we wouldn't have died back there.
What? Anyway, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. If you did like this, please hit that like button, subscribe button, and that bell button to know exactly when I upload next time. I really do hope you enjoyed. This has been strange. This is a weird game, but I'm loving it. You'll see the entire playthrough. Yeah. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.